Hey guys, welcome back. This is gonna be bubbles, part number 4. I wanna get going on this control panel. Now, I noticed tonight when I got it out from sitting in the corner that the metal plate is gone underneath this control panel. So, probably gonna have to make one. Let's see what they did. I could feel that it ramps down right here. So hopefully they didn't screw it up to where I can just make a new metal plate. And we can go from there. I need to fill in some holes, some button holes that are obviously not used for bubbles. And I have to unfill the joystick hole that they filled in. Now, I've never been able to find one until tonight, but Lowe's, you gotta buy a 4-foot piece, but Lowe's sells 1.125" dowel rod. An 1.125" dowel rod fits right in these holes, and it's a snug fit. So I'll be able to put glue in there and hammer them in and not have to waste a bunch of time trying to spin these down to fit through the holes. So if you guys need to fill in holes in a wooden control panel, 1.125" at Lowe's. So let's peel off this control panel overlay. I'm kind of hoping it comes off because fairly decent, because it looks like they already took off the other one, hopefully. This one has some shiny laminate on it. I could see the holes for the metal screws. Yeah, they ground that down a little bit, but that's okay. We'll be able to, we see where the metal plate stops. So we'll be able to put a new metal plate on there. We'll just have to Bondo that edge again to get it to go flush with the metal plate. Not that big a deal. You can see where the joystick mounting holes were and the Bondo. I wonder if I can hammer that Bondo out of there. We'll have to cut it. I thought maybe I'd get lucky and it would just pop out. Some weird stuff. What the heck? Can't say I've ever seen anything like this. It has like a, Jesus, like a clear film on the backside or something. Maybe this is like I think this is tape, clear packing tape. This is bizarre. I think they put clear packing tape over those so they didn't show through this real thin control panel, because this all here is sticky. That's definitely glue. But this looks like packing tape. I'm not gonna get too carried away with that right now. My main goal is getting these holes filled in and you know, getting them glued and filled in and cutting this one open for tonight. And we'll let those dry, those dowel rods dry overnight. Then we can start figuring out the metal plate and the body work and all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this off, then I'll come back and we'll probably get this joystick cut out first. Okay, I got that peeled off. The top's not bad. All this is super sticky. It almost looks like they put like a saran wrap or something over the original Williams glue, because you know how Williams control panels are always really sticky when you take the control panel overlays off. But we'll worry about that after. What I want to do now is figure out exactly what they did. And by the looks of it, this is the original button here, and it comes over to here. Same thing with this one. comes over to here. So we're gonna have to plug that one and plug both of these and then re-drill these two. The good thing is we're gonna drill these first. So by doing that, when we make the metal plate, it'll be real easy to just hold the metal plate up here, flip this upside down, and trace where we need to drill the holes through the metal plate. Let's take a tape measure just to verify from this edge right here to the outer edge where the Bondo ends. It's 4 9/16. And let's try to do the same thing over here. I can kind of tell where it ends, which is definitely different. I'll have to, I might have to hold the overlay up to it. And I gotta look up, I think this is the player, no, that can't be player 1 and player 2. I better look at the, look at a picture. I have the control panel overlay in the house, but I don't know if that's really gonna do me any good. I mean, I just find it kind of odd that, oh wait, I know why. I'm measuring it to that side. 4 9/16, so then that means that this one, if I can kind of hold it on the Bondo here, that's about the outside. Right about there. Yeah, it's 4 1/2. It's within a 16th. Okay, those have to be the original holes. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna fill in this one, this one, this one, and I gotta see which ones were the, I thought the hands were out farther. I think these two are the hands, but then where would the player 1 and player 2 start be? Because this can't be them because it's interfering with the 4 holes for the joystick. Let me look at a picture. I don't know exactly how this works. Okay, these are the player 1 and player 2, the hands. Everything else goes. So we need to fill in. We're gonna fill every buttonhole in, and then we'll re-drill the 2 hand ones here. So before we do that, let's drill out this and these holes here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drill a hole through this Bondo, and then I guess we're gonna have to saw it out. I was kind of hoping I could just hammer it out. That would have been a heck of a lot easier if I can just get it to pop out. It's plywood, but it's stuck good. And this has got a flaking piece of plywood there, but that's not a big deal. We'll just Bondo that in. I don't know if I can get this. Not gonna go. Maybe if we cut it not all the way to the edge and we stay in a little bit, maybe then we can break that off. Because I was trying to hope not to cut against the wood edge, because if I get a little crooked, it shows, you know what I mean? You'll see it. But the metal, I can just make the hole perfect in the metal though too. I guess it doesn't really show on the wood part, the metal part does. So let's just drill a hole right there. I'm gonna get my air saw here and we'll see if we can cut that Bondo. See what happens. Oh, I think I turned my air off. I think it's just right here. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Piece. And yes, I changed my hose end. So hopefully that'll keep working. I would think now that that center chunk's out of there, we should be able to bust this free, just like that. Okay, there's just a little tiny bit of Bondo left in there, and I can get that cleaned up with my little rotary tool. So that's pretty good there. Now we got to do these 4 mounts. Now these mounts, we got to figure out what size drill bit they are for the joystick. 7/32 is my guess. Yes, they're 7/32 bit. So we need to re-drill these, and it's going to be fun. We got to try to drill through the center of these. There's one. Two so far. Right through the perfect spot so far for 2 of them. These ones are going to be tricky because they Bondoed them. They're halfway drilled, more than halfway drilled through. This one. Okay. We're okay with that. We'll fix that up after we put the dowel rods in. I'm making a huge mess. So we have to knock out the rest of that Bondo. These are recessed because on the bottom of the control panel, the metal plate, it had little bump outs that came down that the studs went through. So we're not going to be able to do it like that because I don't have that type of tooling to make that. But what we're going to do is we're going to weld a stud. We'll probably drill 4 holes through the metal plate, take a bolt, slide a bolt through there. We'll put a couple tack welds on the bottom side, then we'll cut the head of the bolt off, and then we'll finish welding it so it'll be flush with the metal. But there'll still be a few tack welds on the bottom side that are going to need to get recessed into this wood. So hopefully I can maybe pop out this Bondo. Now this doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to get covered with the metal plate. And whatever I chip, I can fix. I don't have a drill bit this size. I probably do, but I don't want to risk it walking all over the place and we ruin something. I'm gonna leave that one like that. Should be all I need. Oh, if you guys are interested, I have been doing car videos on my other channel. If anybody is interested in seeing them and don't know the link to the channel, just shoot me a message and I will be happy to send you the link if you guys are interested. I'm working on that Chevy dually pickup truck now. Still waiting on parts for the Impala. Windshield's supposed to be here tomorrow. I had to get a different windshield. Okay, not bad. So now we need to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 holes we have to fill in. And then these other holes that were used for the joysticks, we will just Bondo those in because they're small enough. I'm not gonna worry about a dowel rod. So now we need to cut 8 pieces of dowel rod. a little bit wider than 3/4 of an inch, so that we can just sand them flush afterwards. I'm gonna use my little air saw again. Let's get this dowel rod here. And let's spin this vise. We'll put it in the vise, make it a little bit easier on us. I'm going to use my tape measure here, and we're going to cut at like 7/8 of an inch, maybe even an inch. Blade's a little dull. Cut 6 more of these and I'll come back. Okay, I just did a real quick sweeping just to clean up some of that dust. So now we can get these put in. There we go. All right, so basically we're just gonna put some carpenter's glue on the dowels. I'll go grab a paper towel real quick. Okay, I grabbed a couple wet paper towels and I put a new one on the towel rack up there, so I'll have some dry ones here if I need them as well. Basically, I'm just gonna take my glue, smear it around with my fingers onto the dowel, and we will hammer them in there. And like I said, after that, we'll stop this video. We'll let it dry. Then we can come back, drill what we need to drill, do our body work that we need to do. And then we can start making a metal plate. So this might be a 3-part control panel just because of the metal plate and everything involved. But it give you guys a good idea about it. Now, I'll probably just use regular steel for the metal plate again, like I did on Sinistar, and I'll have to put paint on it because if you leave bare steel, it'll end up rusting on you. See if I can get this in without gluing myself all the heckin' back. Now I'm kind of holding the control panel off the ground when I'm hammering it because I don't want to run the risk of cracking this edge right here because I'm beating on it with it on a solid surface. So it feels like I'm just through the backside. Yep, perfect. So there's one. So we need to do that to all 8 of them. The reason why I'm smoothing out the glue with my finger is if you just leave it in a band like that, it doesn't really get really far inside the hole. As you can see how it puddled up a little bit? If I were to leave that big band of glue, there'd be a huge puddle at the top and probably nothing towards the bottom. You could do it on both surfaces, but these are such a tight fit, I think this will be plenty. Man, those are tight. I could have made these 3/4 because I forgot that this is only about 5/8 because they routed that edge there normally, you know, and it's thinner up here than it is on the side. Yeah, I'll have to pick up a piece of metal tomorrow or the day after depending on if I probably won't have time tomorrow to work on this, which is fine. I'll let it sit for a couple days, let this glue really dry, and then we'll get these holes drilled and the metal plate made. I think we'll be able to drill the holes and make the metal plate all in one video, and then I'll just have to do a little body work and stuff afterwards. But this is my next game I want to get done, so I wanted to get the control panel ready so that when we're ready to start putting that game together, we don't have anything interrupting us. And I have one more episode left on Solar Fox, and that's done. I just need to get the that player 1 and player 2 coin up installed, and that'll be done. I believe that one's saving high scores. Satan's Hollow is not saving high scores. I need to re-look at that when I get a chance. The guy who fixed my Solar Fox board, I'm sure he told me to check a few things I'll have to check. I used the vise for that one because it was really bouncing around a lot on me. I'm going to go ahead and do these last 4 and then we'll come back. Okay, they are all glued in. We're going to go ahead and let that dry. That's pretty much going to be the end of this video. Nothing real long, kind of a short video, but we got this thing started, so we're heading in the right direction as far as getting this done. When I start doing the remodeling on the arcade in the basement, I'm going to put that on my other channel. The reason why I'm going to put it on my other channel is I'm going to put it with all my other videos that I started making of working on houses and stuff like that. I just figure it fits that channel better to just put that on there. So if you guys are interested in watching that, that probably won't happen for another month or so. We're getting ready in the next 3 or 4 weeks to start putting up our Christmas lights for our Christmas light show. That too will be on the other channel if anybody's interested in seeing how we do that. They're LED pixel lights, and I think we have 12,000 or something like that that outline the house and are in the yard, and there's a big 20-foot tree and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in that, we're gonna make some videos on me setting the stuff up and wiring it and stuff like that. So there's gonna be a lot of good stuff on that other channel as well. On this channel, I'm gonna keep trying to work on these arcade games as much as I can. Like I said a month or so ago, it's really busy for me this time of year. But I'm gonna try to keep them going, even if they're just 20, 30-minute videos of just getting this done. We got something done. You know, after I'm done with Bubbles, I wanna do the Stargate because I wanna finish up my Williams row. All my Williams games will be done and restored at that point and in the row. The only one out of all my Williams games that was never restored was the Joust, because the Joust was in such good shape when I got it. I never touched it. I just put it right down in the basement and I sent the boards out to get repaired, and those are repaired obviously and back and working. So if you guys are liking what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. If you guys are interested in following me on my other channel as well, there's a lot of helpful tips and hints on working on houses and cars. All my car related videos are going to be on there, and you know, I'll be doing the Christmas lights and the basement remodel and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in that, you know what, I'll put a link in my description of the other channel if anybody wants to check it out. There's not a ton on there yet, but there will be. It'll be probably getting quite a few videos made in the next couple months here because I've got a lot going on. So, all right, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.